Today, we're flying on American Airlines' brand new business class on their 787-9P from London Heathrow to Philadelphia. But not only do they have a chic new business class cabin, but we'll also take a look at the lavatories in business class that also has some very interesting, unique features you won't normally find. We'll also check out American's brand new Flagship Lounge in Philadelphia. That is the very first of their flagship lounges to have a brand new feature that none of the other flagship lounges have currently. But is their slick new cabin and new flagship lounge enough to cement American Airlines as the best airline in the United States? Or do they still have a long way to go before they can claw their way to the top? Let's find out together on today's flight. But first, our trip starts off here at London Heathrow Terminal 3.
Okay, now that we have cleared security, let's go check out the lounge. American Airlines does have their own lounge here at London Heathrow Terminal 3. I'll give you guys a quick peek look around. It is perfectly serviceable. It has everything that you would expect, lots of seating, food, of course. There's alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverages as well as shower rooms. But as a One World airline, you can actually access any of their One World partner lounges here in Terminal 3 as well. So that also includes British Airways galleries, Cathay Pacific Business Class Lounge, as well as the Qantas Lounge. Personally, I would go to either the Cathay Pacific Lounge or the Qantas Lounge. I will give you a quick peek here of the Qantas Lounge.
The Qantas Lounge here at London Heathrow Terminal 3 spans over 2 floors. The main floor is mostly seating as well as a bar, but if we go up the staircase to the upper level, you'll find another bar, more seating, a buffet, a children's playroom, and of course, there are shower rooms and lavatories.
And then when we land in Philadelphia, I will show you the brand new American Airlines Flagship Lounge in the Philadelphia airport. It is brand new, it is gorgeous, and they have a couple of new features that are completely new that they don't currently have in the other American Airlines flagship lounges right now. So you will definitely want to see that. And you can also access it on arrival as well. So when we land in Philadelphia, we'll be able to access it. But obviously, if you are flying in the opposite direction from Philadelphia to London, this is also the lounge that you would be accessing.
Now, before we get to boarding, let's talk about American Airlines 787-9P. And no, the 787-9P is not a new variant by Boeing. The letter P stands for premium, and it's American's own way of indicating which of their 787s have the new cabins. When you book your flight, if you look at the aircraft type and see 78P, then you'll know that the flight is scheduled to have a 787 with the new cabins. If you don't see the letter P, then you'll be on a 787 with the older cabins, so make sure you look out for that when you're booking. Alright, it's now time to get to boarding. As a business class passenger, we'll get to board first as part of the pre-boarding group. Our 787 today has 51 seats in business class with a 1-to-1 configuration spread over 2 cabins. Rows 1 through 9 are in the main business class cabin, and rows 11 through 14 are in the mini business class cabin. We're in luck today because we'll be seated in seat 1A, which is one of the 8 flagship preferred seats located in bulkhead rows 1 and row 8. Here's a quick overview of what the flagship preferred seats look like by the window. And here's a quick peek at what the center flagship preferred seats look like, which are great if you have a travel companion. According to American Airlines social media, the flagship preferred seats have up to 42% more space than the standard business class seats.
As the Flagship Suites Preferred offer up to 42% more living area than the regular suites.
As of right now, there was no extra cost to book the flagship preferred seats. But who knows if that will change in the future, so definitely try and book these while they're still free. For comparison purposes, here's what the standard business class seats look like. They're still really nice, but definitely not as spacious as the flagship preferred seats. Now as for the rest of the seat tour, we have some storage slots with safety card and menu, and just below there are 3 bright red storage compartments for extra items. And raised slightly above the side table, there is a cocktail tray with a faux marble print. Just below the cocktail tray, we have wireless charging, as well as another storage compartment. The headrest is made of brown leather, and it was pretty plush. As for the seat, it's 21 inches or 53 centimeters in width and upholstered in a dark gray fabric with the thin red line details. It does look chic and is definitely a much needed improvement over their older seats. Right above the side table, you have the storage locker as well as the light. And just below the storage locker, you'll find the remote for the IFE, a universal power port, a USB-A port, and a USB-C port. As for the footwell, this is what it looks like. It's very spacious, but keep in mind, this one has extra space since it's a bulkhead seat. And of course, we can't forget the best part of any suite for an introvert, which is a door that fully closes for added privacy. Oh, and there is one last final storage compartment. It's hidden inside the armrest when you pull it up. I was actually able to store my water bottle in here. Before takeoff, the crew stopped by with a hot towel for our hands, as well as welcome drinks. I chose champagne, which was served in a plastic cup, but you could also choose water or orange juice as well. And about an hour after takeoff, it's now time for the welcome snack and beverage. So I pop out the tray table from in front of me, and it gets dressed with a gray tablecloth. The welcome snack arrives, and it's a container of mixed nuts, as well as some cheese stuffed peppers and olives. In the meantime, let's go check out the lavatories. There are 3 dedicated lavatories shared amongst 51 business class passengers. More importantly though, there are actually 3 features that are in the business class lavatories that you won't find in the lavatories for economy and premium economy passengers. The first business class exclusive lavatory feature is this cloud wallpaper. Personally, I love this wallpaper. I think it's really fun. The second business class lavatory exclusive feature is this foot pedal to open the garbage lid. There's no foot pedal in the economy and premium economy lavatories, so the people at the back of the plane have to manually open the garbage bin. And the third and final business class lavatory exclusive feature is this full-length mirror. The lavatory for economy and premium economy passengers doesn't have a full-length mirror, they only have a half-size mirror. Alright, let's head back to our seat now for the main meal. Back at our seats, here's a quick look at the menu. On the left, we have the main meal menu, the center has the snacks and pre-arrival menu, and on the right, beverages for both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. There is also a separate list for wines and champagnes. The appetizer arrives first. There's a salad with spinach, artichokes, and feta cheese. It's served with a balsamic vinaigrette, and there's also a chicken tikka with aloo chaat, mango yogurt, and cashews. From the bread basket, I chose the pretzel bread, which was delicious. Next comes the main. I chose the beef short rib. It's served with roasted potatoes, cherry tomatoes, and a roasted tomato salsa. The beef short rib was incredibly dry and kind of tasteless, unfortunately. The potatoes and the tomato salsa were pretty good though. Okay, it's now time for dessert, and I obviously had to get the ice cream sundae. And you gotta admit that she's a beauty. I also ordered a Baileys for my favorite hack, which is pouring it onto my ice cream sundae. 10 out of 10, you must try it if you haven't done it before. You can thank me afterwards. Alright, now that lunch is complete, let's check out the amenities. This is what the amenity kit looks like. Keep in mind though that American likes to work with different designers for their amenity kits throughout the year, so your amenity bag might look different than this one. The contents of the amenity bag should be somewhat similar though, and include things like an eye mask, a dental kit and earplugs, and some lotions and creams. Oh, and there is also a pair of socks inside as well. Now, because we departed from London, we unfortunately don't get pajamas for this flight. However, if you depart from Dallas-Fort Worth, Philadelphia, LAX, or JFK to a destination in East Asia, India, the Middle East, Australia, or New Zealand, you will receive some pajamas. And while this particular flight doesn't qualify for the pajamas, we do get slippers, as well as a bottle of water. Alright, now let's put the bed into fully lie-flat mode, as well as check out the bedding. This is what the bed looks like in fully lie-flat mode. In lie-flat mode, the bed is 70 inches or approximately 2 meters. As for the bedding, because we're in the Flagship Preferred Suite, we do get a mattress pad, whereas the standard business class suites don't get one. although American did say recently that they would be rolling out mattress pad for all business class passengers for ultra long haul flights soon. The mattress pad and bedding are by the company Nest, and I have to say that this mattress pad was really thick and plush. It definitely made the bed very comfy with the extra padding. There was also 2 pillows, a standard pillow and a lumbar pillow. There was also 2 blankets. One was a fleece blanket, which was very soft, and the second blanket was a thicker duvet cover. The second lumbar pillow and the fleece blanket are also exclusive to the Flagship Preferred Seats. If you're in the standard business class seat, you'll only get the standard pillow as well as the duvet cover. And as always, here's what it would look like if you wanted to sleep, although this was a daytime flight. The bed was actually really comfortable with all the extra padding and blankets. As for the footwell, this is what it looks like in lie flat mode. There was still plenty of room for your feet, and it was nice and comfortable. Okay, so let's talk about snack options. I was actually really impressed by the snack area by the galley. Everything was very neatly displayed. There were some sandwiches, veggies, fruits, cheese, and snacks like chips, popcorn, and cookies available. You could also help yourself to some wine as well as some bottled water. Okay, now let's check out these headphones, which are by Bang Olufsen. The headphones are noise cancelling, and I found the quality to be quite good. And because someone always inevitably ends up asking, the answer is no, you cannot take these headphones home with you. So don't be that person that steals things off airplanes, please. As for the IFE, it's a 17-inch 4K touchscreen display. There is Bluetooth available, so you can connect your own headphones if you want though. As for the entertainment options, it's quite good. A nice healthy selection of movies, TV shows, games, and music is available to you. But the best part of the IFE is their watch party feature, which allows you to invite another passenger on board to watch a movie or TV show with you, and both your screens will sync at the same time. Okay, so before we get to the pre-arrival meal, as well as the brand new American Airlines Flagship Lounge at Philadelphia, let's talk about how much all this cost.
Right, so now it's time to talk about how much all this cost. So I did use points for this. I used Alaska miles, and one way between London Heathrow and Philadelphia was 55,000 Alaska miles plus $376.61 US in taxes and fees, which I feel like is a pretty great redemption. I found that Alaska in general has, some pretty generous award spacing for American Airlines. So if you are looking to try out American Airlines brand new business class like this week here, definitely check out Alaska for those redemption rates.
It's now time for the pre-arrival meal. I went with the chicken focaccia, which came with roasted red peppers, olives, and mozzarella cheese. This was extremely flavorful, and I found it to be quite tasty. I give it an 8 out of 10. There was also a bowl of fruit, a bag of chips, and for dessert, a passion fruit cheesecake. They actually served this exact same cheesecake in premium economy as I had it when I flew in their premium economy cabin as well. It is pretty good though, so I'll give them that. Alright, so normally this is where we would deboard the plane and the video would end, but this time we still have one more thing to do, which is check out the brand new American Airlines Flagship Lounge in Philadelphia Airport. You don't want to miss it since it has some great new features that the other flagship lounges don't currently have.
Okay, so as promised, I will show you guys around American Airlines' brand new flagship lounge here in Philadelphia. It is absolutely stunning in here. So you can actually access this lounge on arrival. So if you have a connecting flight like I do, you can use your same boarding pass and access the lounge. Or obviously, if you're traveling in the opposite direction in business class, so from Philadelphia to London, this would be the lounge that you would go to. Or you can actually buy a day pass for $150 or 15,000 American Airlines miles if you just wanted to check it out one time for the day. But buyer beware, because if they are at capacity, then they often do not accept the day passes. So just keep that in mind. But let's go take a look. It is really, really nice in here, and they definitely have some new features that are not currently available at any other American Airlines flagship lounges.
The American Airlines brand new Flagship Lounge is located in Terminal A West between gates A15 and A16. And when you first walk into the lounge, you'll be immediately greeted with a glass of champagne. The Flagship Lounge is 13,750 square feet, or just under 1,280 square meters. I have to say, I really enjoyed the modern design, all the natural light, natural wood finishes, and I thought that the faux fireplace really made the space feel cozy. In terms of food, there's a self-service buffet area, which features dishes that were crafted by local Philadelphia chefs exclusively for the Flagship Lounge. Although they do also feature what they call action stations, where a chef will make the featured dish to order for you as well. If buffets aren't your thing though, you can also order a la carte from a unique to Philadelphia set of dishes via QR code. It features items from Philly Pretzel Factory and, of course, multiple types of Philly cheesesteaks. The piece de resistance of the lounge, though, in my personal opinion, is this beautiful new full-service bar. It's actually the first Flagship Lounge that has a full-service bar, and at present time, none of their other Flagship Lounges have one. The bar also features wine, 6 local beer options on tap, 6 signature cocktails, 1 seasonal cocktail, and 2 mocktails. Here's a quick peek at the signature cocktail and mocktail list. I did try at the Elderflower Club, and it was absolutely delicious. Love that they added the American Airlines logo to the top of it. In terms of non-alcoholic beverages, they have all the usual: coffee, tea, water, juice, soda. I did want to point out that they had soda on tap. Gone are the days of cheap-looking soda machines from the 80s. The wooden handles are a nice touch and very, very slick-looking. While I was here, I did also get a chance to check out the shower rooms. And I have to say that I love the shower room keys that feature a giant keychain of the American Airlines logo that was used between 1967 and 2013. Anyways, this is what the shower rooms look like. There are 6 of these shower suites available here in Philadelphia. Not only are the shower suites really large, but they're also very modern and clean. The shower has a rainfall shower head as well as a handheld shower. There's also a phone here on the wall, which I thought was funny. Who would you call if you were on the toilet? But yeah, so that's it for the American Airlines brand new Flagship Lounge here in Philadelphia. Let me know what you think about American Airlines brand new business class and the new Flagship Lounge. Do you think it's enough to beat out Delta One and United Polaris? As always though, thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to like and subscribe so that we can fly together again soon.